Hi everyone, I'm Graddles, and welcome to a new episode of City Skylines. This is New Brighton, and we've done quite a bit in the first 4 milestones. The last time we left off, we did put in some decorations, and that whole episode was pretty much just decorating like our high school over here, as well as our elementary and medical over in this area right here. We also added a little bit more to the park over here. And then down over in this area, we have another elementary school. And we filled that in and gated it. And we also have this park in here. So we added a little bit more in here. And I believe we upgraded our streets. Well, most of them. This is a new area, so we haven't completely done that yet. But we did do all this and this section. And today, I think we may buy a new area. We do have areas available, and we could use some space. I'm just trying to figure out which area would be the best for now to open up to, well, fulfill our needs for one. I'm not going to go too crazy, like I said, just filling the bars, but we do need to meet a lot of that demand to move forward. So I'm thinking maybe the area right next to it. We do have 2 available, and I would like to build down into here and also over here. So we may take both areas. Let's see how much this would cost. This is 3,600. This is 2,800. So if we bought this one would be 40. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and see where we are with our loans. So we still have to pay this one back, and we can take this one. And let's go ahead and see where we are to our next milestone. 4,600, and we're at, so we need about 1,100 more. So let's go ahead and maybe build onto our farming district here just a bit more, because we do need to fulfill the bar on the bottom to definitely make our next milestone. So let's go ahead and just add to this. So I think we'll come out by 1 again. We'll go up, come in, and for some reason that doesn't look right. I don't know whether it's the land or whether I just pulled over too far. So let's just do that again. Much better. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill this. I'm going to keep off the edges again. And we'll do that. I did notice we did not fill any of our residential in this area. So we can finish filling this in. And we do have some of a demand for more commercial. I'm just trying to figure out where would be a good place to put that. I was going to make this a 6-lane and come around and maybe come through into our area down here. But right now we have to watch our money. So I think what we'll do is we'll add just a little bit more to this road in here. Not too much. Maybe 1, 2, 3.5. And then when we bend this, which will be a 6-lane, will turn in and come this way. And we could add a little bit more in here, or we can actually maybe add another row of commercial. Let's just check this out. We come in here. Maybe a little closer. Right about here, maybe. And we can keep off of this and bring this down into here. In here, maybe we could do something a little different. I'm not sure yet. Maybe we'll run these roads a little bit different, coming this way. And this way we can use up some of this space. Let's go ahead and play around. You know what? We don't have enough money. Let's go ahead and get this game started. We'll fill in a couple of more commercial areas. And we'll do that. This way we can move forward a little. We are going to have to run our water down a little bit. And if we put a 6-lane off of here, let's leave this off by here. And we'll do a 4x3 that way. So let's go ahead and turn the game on. We'll put it on 3 speed. We'll get this to fill in. Let's go ahead and check our water. There we go. Let's run this down. And we're good there, so. Alright, so we're just going to let this fill out. And while that's doing that, let's just check on here. Make sure our district still comes across into our farm. Yeah, we have plenty. So let's go back a little bit. Do have a lot more farm in here, just to make sure everything's covered. So if we put in other roads, we will be covered. There we go. Have a little bit over here, not that we'll use it all. So we definitely filled in that demand really quickly. So let's go ahead and fill in a little bit more. Let's see, maybe we'll try to make this pretty even. So that's 560. We'll do the same here. If I can see it, 5, 2, 3. There we go. Then we'll come back. And I know this is really gridded, but later on I think we're going to do without some of this. And we will use the industrial DLC. And this is just kind of to fulfill our needs for the time being. To start making more money and gaining, you know, a little bit more population. Not really worried about the numbers as far as population, except for the fact that we need to gain some more money. So let's go back and we'll fill in some more commercial down and off here. And we do need to put some water over here. Okay, perfect. We covered it all. Alright, so now we have a much bigger demand. Let's go ahead and check our budget on our water. So we are up to 100%. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make sure we have enough water and sewer. There we go. And let's connect this one. There we go. Alright, so that should push up our water quite a bit. It did. So we could actually turn the budget down on that. Wrong one. Let's go to 70 and see where that gives us. Like I said, right now we just want to save as much as we can. So that's in the yellow. I think we'll push that up a bit. Check our electric. That's pretty good. We'll go up to 85. Yeah, there we are. That's good. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill in some of our residents down in here. And I think we'll just fill this in like this. And I don't want to run a road here, so I think we'll just put a bit of commercial right here. And we'll fill in these over here. Okay. So we are starting to make some more money. Let's come on in down here. And let's go ahead and add a little bit more decoration over here. Let's see what kind of fences we have. Let's try the park fence. Let's turn off the snapping. There we go. I think we'll just come from the edge here. We'll come right down to the middle. There we go. We will do, this one's got a hedge. This one has a hedge on the side. Maybe over here. We could do one over here. They do have a safe swimming pool, so for safety reasons this would probably be good. And maybe we can go ahead and put in a few trees. And maybe a few more back here. That looks pretty good. Maybe on this side we'll do a little bit different. Where are we? There we go. That looks pretty good. I think these may be too big, but we could put some of these in the back here, or some rocks. Something like that. Let's see if we can, we have a little bit of money now. Let's see if we can level this up a little bit. Just to kind of make this a little more even here. So it doesn't look so like it's gonna fall off the edge. And that was a little too high, but let's just go into the smooth. There we go. That's a little bit better. I don't feel like their backyards are dipping. This guy is. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit smaller. Let's come into about here. There we go. We'll do the same with these guys. Yeah, that just looks a lot better. And I think because this one is so close here, we'll just come maybe close here. He does not have a fence. And he probably could use one with that cliff off the back there. There we go. And maybe this guy as well. Let's see, can we put it? How about we go to the edge here? We'll just come. That does want to snap. I don't want it to snap, but it does want to snap. Maybe we'll give him a little bit bigger of a backyard. So we'll come right about there. The fence is a little crooked there. I don't like that. Let's delete that. Still looks crooked to me, but it'll have to do. There we go. So they're pretty safe. I like that. This guy's not too safe, so let's come into here. We'll bring it over. There we go. I feel better about their safety. Maybe over here. He could use a little fence. You know what? Let's look up and make sure there's no problems going on. Because we are letting this roll, and we are now making a little over 4,500. So we are gaining quite a bit of money, which is good. And as long as there's no big problems going on, then we're good. It's saving, so it's doing that little leg. There we go. Alright, so I'm good with that. And maybe we'll get a little, maybe a big rock. That's too big. I don't want anything like this. Oof. These guys are huge. I don't like that. We'll just do the littler ones. We'll kind of position them up in here. We'll come back and maybe put something like that. And we'll put a couple of these trees in. Alright, I think we'll leave that alone. We are having a fire and garbage issues. Fire's out. Garbage is not getting picked up. Okay, it's probably because it's so far away. Let's see. In our milestone, do we get an incinerator? No. Nope. I think we get an incinerator here. Let's see. Yeah. So we have a little ways to get an incinerator. So let's see. We are going to need more power. I can see it already. Let's just take a double look at this. There we go. Yeah, we are riding pretty close to needing another power plant. The garbage is getting picked up here, so it's just getting to them slowly. Let's go ahead and take this road down, and let me put snapping back on. And we'll just bring this to here, and we'll connect this road here. So now what I'm thinking is maybe we will start to worry about this highway, and we'll make probably a new ramp and come over to this end over here, and this way we have better highway access coming into the industrial area. I mean, we could also maybe put one down in here and connect it up to our industrial. Okay, our fire trucks are getting there. And maybe, you know what, before we do anything, let's address the electric. That is a must. It needs to be done. So we'll just stick in another power plant over here. So that should cover us pretty well. I do want to move our services. I definitely don't want to leave polluting industry all over here, especially with our nice farms. But right now it's fine. It's going to stay there. Let's go ahead and, do we want to do a highway here, or do we want to go ahead and come down in here and do a highway in here right by our industry, where I think it might be, I think this might be a better bet. I think what I should have done was ran our commercial like a plus sign down in here and came through and around. But once we unlock this square over here, I think we'll be alright. Let's go ahead and fill in a little more green. And this way we can get to our milestone quicker. So we did put a park here, an elementary here. I think down in here we're gonna do a fill, and what we're gonna do is keep it off the insides of here, which this one already popped up. So we're gonna just get rid of that guy. And let's just come down here, just so I know where my markers are here. And get rid of that. And let's just see our medical coverage. We only have one there. It's not the best medical coverage. So we may want to put another one in here. And maybe one in here somewhere. Let's see, where would the middle of here be? Maybe... Okay, to knock this guy out. It would knock out 2, 3. There's our park. That's a nice little residence there. I don't want to knock him out. Maybe back in here. We'll knock these guys out. Yeah. And let me just dezone whatever might be on the sides of this. Keep that off. No, we could leave that. Alright. So we got our houses leveling up. Let's check our parks. Let's come into this one. This could use a park over in this area. Maybe got a nice little playground here we could put in. Let's go ahead and do that. So that kind of covered all them. That was good. Back in here, these guys don't have a lot, but we may run an extra road or 2 down in here. And maybe we'll do a plaza with trees right behind this guy. Yeah, that'll work. And maybe we'll put in just a tennis court down in here. And I think we'll attach these roads. We did want to run these this way maybe, but I already ran them that way, so it's fine. I think what we could do is maybe run a couple of dead ends, or we can just run them through. Let's see. I could run that one through, and then maybe I think we'll just do some dead ends. We'll come in more. We'll just do a dead end to there. Well, let's leave a little more space in between them. I think we'll get this one out. This one, I think this is the one we'll take down to the end. I think we'll cut this one off, if it'll allow me. So let's go back and rerun this. Hold on. Alright, so let's see what we got. Let's come into here. We'll come here. Do a dead end here. We'll come down here. Do a dead end there. We'll come about midpoint, which is around here, and do a dead end there. So I think that's fine. Where else are we going here? So we could still fill out some green in here, which is residence. Let's see, where are we at? We'll just go right to here. And what do we want to do in here? Good question. What do we want to put? You know what? Let's upgrade the roads in here. That just makes sense. I could hear a lot of the houses upgrading as it is. So let's go ahead and upgrade them more. The more they upgrade, more taxes they'll pay. That's always a good thing. We'll get our income getting even higher. There we go. There we go. So now all our roads are updated. And let's just fill in our little bit of blue here, our commercial. I think, yeah, we could do that. A 4x3, a 3x3, and we hit our milestone. Perfect. Alright, so let's pause the game. Let's just check into our milestone. And we got city planning policies. And we have oil industry, tourism. We got some public transportation, encourage biking. So that will definitely do. And we did get our highways. So now we can definitely put in our highways. We got the oil power plant, which we just put in coal, but we can change that out. And we may just leave that for now. So let's go ahead and go into our policies. Just checking over here. Let's go ahead into city planning, encourage biking. And I think we're good with that. We do want to go in and check our garbage again. That seems to be giving us some trouble. But, you know what? I want to keep these down to 3s because I don't want them hitting the houses behind them. So, we'll just do that. That will hit. We'll do a 3x4 here. Do 3x2 maybe? Let's see, we'll come to the end. And we'll do a 3x3. There we go. And this one we'll actually do a 4. Alright. So we'll go ahead and turn the game back on. Let's go down and fill in some more industry. And let's go ahead and put in some kind of highway over here because we have the funds now. Let's go ahead and actually go into our loans. Let's go ahead and pay that off so we know we could take that if we need to. Let's go into electric. They're just bugging because we need some people over here. So let's go ahead and fill this in because we do need some people anyway. Let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and fill that in. And we'll come into here. We're going to leave that off of there. And we'll come into here and fill this in. Let's get rid of this little guy here. There we go. Alright, so we got that filling in. Alright, so let's come over to here. Let's just, you know what, let's put in a dump because we're having some garbage issues. So I think we'll just add another garbage guy here. So he'll take care of over here. The other guy, he'll come across and come into here. Or we can kind of just collapse this one and let them take care of everybody. We could do that with our natural disasters. So this is the collapse. It's in natural disasters. If we go over this like this, you have to turn on the game. It will collapse it. And now it can be deleted. And I think what we'll do is, let's go ahead and just delete all these roads in here. Because, We definitely don't need them. We'll let this land clean up a little bit. And we'll figure out what we want to do with that. And let's go down in here. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and get these. I didn't turn the game back on, so that's why the garbage isn't being picked up. So, yeah, that was a good reason. You know what? I think we've run this episode quite a long time. I think it's over 30 minutes now. So I think what we'll do is, on the next episode, we're going to go ahead and put in some highway down in here. Some highway ramps, I should say. And we're going to leave this episode off here. And I think what we may do is, we may turn this into the industry DLC and rerun some of this farming. Maybe we'll do a forestry area down in here. And we may smooth out some of this edging on our river here because it's very choppy. And yeah, I think that'll be it for today. So yeah, if you like my content and would like to see more, please click the like button and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.